Sailor said, quote, ain't that a quote?
Is that a kick in the head? A little Dean Martin. I don't like Michael Bublé that much, so we'll go back to Frank Sinatra. Be with you guys shortly.
Take it nice and easy. It's gonna be so easy for us to fall in. What's your hurry? Relax, don't you worry. To simply hold your hearts and to rush. Along the way. Problem now, of course, it to simply hold your hearts and to nice and easy does it every time. Like the man says one more time. Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy. If you need a hand with home maintenance or repair, we got you covered. Find local licensed.
Sorry, I didn't want the advertisements, but
Provide
that's what
the service
happens.
you need. Your home in great shape. Our expert team can take on a wide variety of needs, from HVAC and water heaters to garage
It'll be over
doors, windows,
in about 10
schedule
seconds.
free consultations.
Okay, maybe less. Okay, maybe more.
Help you post license and behind our installation work for license information.
It's not.
Put.com/license
Okay,
numbers.
wonder if I'm in the wrong account. Let's do some Bobby Darren. Darren. That should take us to about time.
Like on him. Stands on holding sound. The ships that go there.
Here we go. But I need you to see the audience behind me. I'm gonna use camera and for just a second.
Happy will feel the spirit.
Cover up my mouth. All right, we got 2 more minutes. Mascara. I must have sneezed.
This is a Big Daddy type song too. A lot of drunks have cried in their beer over this mother. You are nobody until somebody loves you. You are nobody until somebody cares. You might be king, you might possess the world and its gold. Gold won't bring you happiness.
Oh, shoot. That's not good. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, sorry. I'm going to cut that out of the video.
As sure as the stars shine above.
I'm going to stop that and start this. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Live at 5, Most Things Hypnosis. I'm the host, Isla Brock. I am a certified hypnotherapist. And right now, I don't have anyone online with me, but that's okay because I do these anyway. Hopefully for other people to review later. And they're fun and informative, I think. Some information that I learn and I pass it along, etc. And if I have a guest or something like that or whatever, keeps going. So I always kind of have a but first segment, and usually on the humorous side, one of the things. Oh, sorry, I had to lower my screen for that. Trying to keep everything okay. You have a cowbell. Now, what do you think about when you hear this? Yeah, more cowbell, right? All right, it's silly, but that kind of gets everybody back. And there's a cowbell, and Mom might bring it out to me every single time. Okay, so 2023, we're 5 days in, and Congress is trying to get themselves in session, and that's a debacle. And I'm not going to get involved with that without a lot of humor at first. Some people are resorting to, in the 2023, people having to bring an invite in order to get into their world of people. They've given up on the 2022 and before people. Now, 2023, you got to come by invite. That's how 2023 is going to start with them. But what did 2022 bring you? It brought me a cowbell. Oh, I had a lot more stuff, but a cowbell. And I also got this really cool handy dandy coffee cup warmer. It seems to be working pretty good. Yeah. I've got all kind of electric skillet from my office now. And I have some jewelry on the way, and I will share that when it gets here. Are you ready for whatever life Congress has for us? Just keep imagining February 15th and still going through this, okay? And it can, and it's legal, and they're allowed. Some people can just be more stubborn than others, and we're just going to leave it at that. Oh yeah. Remember this, all this voting going on, all this debacle in Congress, they get paid for that. They're getting paid to not govern. That's just, part of the process, but we are seeing some history. None of us were alive in most of us were not alive in 1923 when this was the last time something like this occurred. I don't remember how long it was in 1923. I didn't get all those details. Okay. But you remember when politics attracted the brightest and most intelligent people? Remember when? Yeah, I don't either. What the hell happened? Happened to us. It's just crazy. Let's see. Let's see. And let's see. Explorer is still trying to retire. Somebody is still trying to retire. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Maybe I'll say it next week, but it's not on my notes this week, on those notes. But what's my show about today? Okay, that was just some goofy stuff. I do well with goofy and dorky, etc. I don't have any other funnies for today. I do, well, I didn't, I should have put pictures up of my puppies. I have 2 puppies. I have a puppy and then a baby puppy or whatever. So, but I'm just here for the fun, for just the long haul of good intentions, right? So here's a quote. When Lamborghini said that we don't do commercials because our target audience isn't around watching TV. Think about that. If you're owning a small business, what you're doing is not having to do with TV. So anyway, that's all the goodies I have for now. I don't have anything else so funny, unless it just comes naturally as I start to speak. Okay, so today I titled this one Power. Maybe I should have retitled it Response, Power, Response, Cause, Effect. We do not have power, any power, over what happens to us. The only power we have is our response. Now, I do have a hoarse voice because I've been sick, doing much better today. Bad hair day, it's why the hat. And I have a cough drop in my mouth, so I'm not chewing gum. But back to, we do not have any power over what happens to us. The only power we have is our response. This is where my show begins. And maybe I should say that should be the name of the show, Response. I was an adult when I learned the concept that all behavior starts within. And when I say adult, I'm going to guess 30, and I'm 58. So that's been a couple minutes. All behavior starts within. And that had never occurred to me before, that anything about behavior anyway, but I was 30 at the time, not a behaviorist. From a biblical perspective or point of view, there's a Bible verse. I think it's in Proverbs, it might be in Psalms, it's one of the P's. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That means everything that we are starts inside. You can't have something outside that creates your behavior on the inside. And so it starts on the inside first. So all of our responses and our reactions are from something going on inside. So you are what you think. You can also be said that how you behave or how you conduct yourself starts within your heart. I do something with my clients called heart math. It's just allowing them to know where their coherence is between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems are. And it's just a little device that connects to their ear, and they can listen to a tone or watch something on the screen, and using your mind thinking and showing them that the emotions that they carry have a lot to do with how it affects them. So hot water keeps me from coughing. Okay, so in heart math, every pause between each beat of the heart is an emotion, and it's scientifically studied and strongly theoried that of this. So how a response plays out is a huge role in what's received. Oh, those are all those notes. Okay, going on to the next page of notes. So when we have an emotion in between each heartbeat, and it can change. So think about, and this is what's going on in our brain. It's looking how to help protect you. It's always looking to what will protect you. That's why the mind, it just draws to the negative. It is very easy for us to allow somebody to bring us down. It is very difficult for us to bring somebody up, because the mind isn't used to that kind of thinking. The mind isn't used to that kind of a behavior. The mind is not paying attention to that. It's looking and scanning the world. What's going to hurt? What's going to hurt me? I'm going to keep an eye out for that. And then all this positive stuff comes in, when you start living in this positive world, and it's still trying to look for the dark. Well, if this cup represents the dark world, the negative world, the what's going to hurt me world, it's always here. No matter what you do, it's always going to be there. So why pay attention to it? If it's there, we know it's there. We can always go looking for it. And we'll know 100% of the time, it'll always be there. It'll never not be there. So let's put some energy into what can also always be there, but it takes a little more work, takes a little more effort, takes a little more trying, and it's okay. So imagine, if you will, something positive. Let's see. People like to use money, and I read a meme the other day that made a lot of sense. If you can't manage $1,000, what makes you think you're going to be able to manage 10,000? If you can't manage $10,000, what makes you think you can manage 100? So if you are blessed to have come into a lot of money and you've never had it before, I strongly urge you to get good, solid financial counseling with people who have the mentality of large sums of money. Don't go to Chase Bank or Wells Fargo or B of A, just talk to a regular banker, because those guys that work there, they've never had $100,000. You want to go to a bigger market. Talk to people. I would know how to advise you on that, except call and we can put our heads together and see what comes up. Okay, so But looking at just money, okay, looking at the positive idea behind money, happiness, it doesn't bring you happiness. From what I understand, look at a lottery winner. I don't play lottery, I don't gamble, but um, lottery is something that has taken people from rags to riches to rags worse than when they started. Why? Because the brain isn't used to it. It's here. Looking for what? Looking for that dark spot. Always looking, searching. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh no, we've got all this new stuff in our conscious mind. It just are happy and we're excited. Subconscious mind, not so much happening here. Well, no, this isn't normal. No. So it's going to do whatever it can to bring you down, take you back to where you were, because that's where it feels safe and it's not hurting you. You got to make some subtle changes when this kind of thing happens. I remember when I was about 18 or 19 years old, I came into a settlement from a car accident I had had. And it was a very large sum of money. So I took $5,000 of it and put it in my checking account. Now, this is back in 83, 82, 83. And I took all the rest of it and I just put it in money market account at the time. And I figured I'd buy a house. But with that $5,000, I went absolutely nuts. You know, I gave money to my parents and I bought furniture and I bought a car. I mean, I was just going flabbergasting nuts over the whole thing. So fortunately, I didn't have the money in a money market. I was given some bad financial advice, but I was still able to buy a house back in the late 80s. I was able to buy a house, and I don't remember what year that was. And buy a house. And I had the house for 10 years, and then the bubble. Okay, so that's a whole other story to me. But I remember that moment being very young with a lot of money, and at 19, back in the early 80s, and living in a low middle income home, growing up, low income, middle income, having all of a sudden all mine. You know, I didn't have to answer to anybody for it. I didn't have to ask permission to spend it. It was just all mine. And I went nuts. I went crazy a little bit until I had nothing left of that $5,000. And so it happens. It happened to me. So I wasn't responsible. So why doesn't God gift me with $1 million? Because he couldn't trust me with 5,000 at the time. I think I could be trusted with a couple 100,000. I don't think I could be trusted with $1 million yet. I don't think I'm there. That's just me, and it might not be you. Okay, so that's what our mind is looking for. Our mind is looking for that which was going to help us. So let's get out of the dark. It's always going to be there. We can always go looking for it. We don't have to worry. It's never going away. But we can keep our mind focused on the positive, a positive aspect of what is going on in our life. Positive, that what we would like to see happening in our life. So you just imagine seeing that money or that car in your future. Just imagine it. But your future is here today, now, right this minute. Imagine it. Not just imagine it, but feel it. Let's feel something else. Let's feel, let's say you're having relationship struggles and you would love to have a relationship with your partner that is kind and loving. What would that feel like to you? How would that make you feel inside? And that right there, that feeling is what you can live in and day out, what you feel like. How would it feel? Let's go to something more tangible. What would it feel like if you were to clean the garage? Let's say you had to clean the garage. And just imagine cleaning the garage. Okay, it is for some, it could be an overwhelming. I know when I had a house, it's an overwhelming task. And then how do you clean a garage? It's, packed to the hilt. Well, it's like eating an elephant one bite at a time, right? But there's this concept I saw on Instagram or whatever. It was just last night. I looked it up. It's called Kaizen, Kaizon. It's a Japanese cultural thing, but it's something that we've all listened to and heard of, and it's just another perspective, another way of putting it. But this lady gave an example of it, and she had this big pile of branches, and it had just been sitting there for months. and she knew she had to get rid of it. So she wanted to give an example. Somebody had asked her, and her, she's a content provider, how do you example Kazan? So, and might not even be pronouncing it right. So she gave an example by going to this pile. She goes, so today I'm just going to pick up 3 sticks. So she picked up 3 sticks and took them to the trash. And then the next day, I'm going to pick up 3 more sticks and took them to that. And that's it. So every day she would just go and pick up 3 more sticks until there weren't like a lot of sticks left to pick up. There was a lot of brush and dust and leaves, dirt. Finally it got to where after about a week or so, she was able to have the whole pile cleaned up because she just did one tiny little bite. Now I have moved into this new office and I've got all my rooms done except one. One is kind of the storage that needs to get taken care of. And I'm like, and today I was like, you know what? I can use this concept. I just need to do one small little thing, like put 3 things away. I have a lot of boxes, a lot of books that need to go on shelves, and I can't get to those. And so, but I did find a box that had some stuff that goes in the kitchen here. So I was able to move all that stuff and just grabbed whatever I could and went in. I moved it to the kitchen, and that box I think it's got one more thing in it. I didn't have enough hands to carry it all out. So I can go back and empty that box. And I remember today also, I was looking for some books. There's another box that has 2 little things in it that can actually come out and get put on a desk. I thought, and that box would be empty. So I can have 2 empty boxes before I go home tonight. Oh, okay, that's Kazan. That's it. That's all I can do. That's all. Well, I can do a lot more, but that's all I wanted. I'm not going to get a headache over it. I'm going to get this done. It will take me longer than a week than that lady did with her pile of dirt. But it will get done, and I'll take before and after pictures and show everybody how Kazan worked. But maybe I should do what she did. She videotaped herself taking care of business. I'll work on that. We'll see. Anyway, I have taken so many notes this week on topics, on information, on things to talk about. But the response thing and the subconscious mind always looking for the dark, the looking for what's going to hurt us concept. It's, and then I've said this before. I know I have. It's coming up to an accident and slowing down. Everybody's slowing down. Why? It's all curiosity, but the mind is also looking for what might hurt you. It's protecting you. It thinks it is. But when we see the most beautiful sunset ever, we don't slow down. We just keep driving. Just like, oh, that's so beautiful. And we just keep going. We don't stop. We just keep going. That's kind of the difference. So let's put some more energy in how things are going to help us instead of hurt us. That's one concept. When you work hard for something you don't believe in, you become stressed. When you work hard for something that you do believe in, you become passionate. Being sick and not able to go to the office, that you're just there organizing, writing, even dusting, cleaning things. It's passionate to you. I've hated not being, I've been sick this whole week. I've been here a couple hours yesterday, and then I've been here today, and that's been it. I'll be in tomorrow. Then I'll just get myself back up to, par again. It's passionate to me to be here. And just, even if I don't get a lot done, my energy is here. This is my job. So if you have a job you hate, being sick and not allowed to go, and you're sick of it, it's a vacation. Let's see. Oh, that's what I wanted to bring it to. Okay. Remember, if you have a job you hate and you're sick of it, just remember something. If you are sick or you're on vacation, they're getting along fine without you. They always will. You're not needed you need it. They don't need you because you'll be replaced. So in that vernacular, if I had a magic wand and money was no object, I could just go, what would you love to be? What would you love to do? What is the one thing you would love to become? And I don't care how old you are. I was 52 when I found what I was looking for. I didn't know I was looking for it. Here it is, doing what I love, because I never have to work a day in my life doing what I love. But what is it? And if you know or can answer that, even as obscure or crazy as it may sound, send me a text, send me a message, send me a something. I'm actually going to go over here to YouTube real quick, and I'm going to put my my information. Well, use my email because I don't know how to get to my chat. My chat. Oh, it doesn't say. I don't want to hide chats. I want to open chats. Show chats. There it is. There it is. Okay, so you can just text me if you're on YouTube. My email address is right there. If I can see where I'm at. Hang on, let me go back over here. Okay, yeah, right there. My email address is right down there. You see it? Yeah, there's my email address. So email me and I'll be happy to help you. We'll ask you some questions about what it is you want to do when you grow up. Let's find out. It's a lot of fun when you start to discover yourself a little bit. And it's okay to reinvent yourself in 2023. It's blooming where you're planted. If you know for certain that you're doing the right thing, you do not need support. And that equals confidence in what you're doing. I know absolutely I'm doing the right thing. I get support. I get a huge amount of support from an amazing man and some amazing friends. Real quick before I start to close this up, alcoholics who keep drinking or other addictions, they believe they're doing the right thing. Really? Deep down, you absolutely know that it's not true. So you have a seed of doubt. I'm doing the right thing. I'm okay. I'm okay. If you're going to get in the car and drive, no, I'm doing the right thing. No. If your compassion does not include yourself, you're incomplete. Put yourself on your own to-do list today. Kaizon, Kaizon. Is that it? I wrote it down. Kaizon. Yes, Kaizon. Look at yourself and just go forward and take it one little piece at a time, just for today. If there's anything I can do to help you, my name is Isla Brock. I'm a certified hypnotherapist and a practitioner for NLP, EFT, and I have lots of certifications in many areas of self-improvement. And I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, just reach out and just let me know. Take care, everybody. Have a fantabulous, fantastic, far out groovy first full weekend of the 2023. And hopefully tomorrow, or maybe sometime by Thanksgiving, we'll have a Congress I can get to work. And yeah, it can legally go on that long. Can you believe it? It's amazing. Some people are just going to wait out the storm because they vowed, these people vowed they're not going to change their mind. And this group vowed they're not going to change their mind. Then there's another group that's not changing their mind. So I don't know. It's going to be a crazy debacle in Congress for a while. Oh, I wanted one more thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I see this note here about anger. This little girl was asking some guru about anger. And I want to, I'm angry. When I get angry, I want to let my anger out, is what she said to him. How do I do that? And he said, how do you let the anger out was the question. So first of all, do you think that anger comes from the outside in? And now somehow it has to let itself out? Remember what I said at the beginning? All behavior, everything starts on the inside. So your anger started on the inside. You can get rid of it just as easily as it started. You can just choose not to be. I know it's difficult. I know I've been there. I'm not there anymore. So it can happen. All right, that is it. I'll talk to you guys next week. I have so much more. I got pages of wonderful notes here of just good life information. And next week I'll talk about my coaching business and starting. Excited. Take care. And I look forward to talking to you, chatting with you, or having you on the program, or just, reach out. Take care. And hey, now you learned something. Go help somebody. And I will check out back with you guys next week. Ciao.